Okay, we're going to evaluate, which means replace. Okay, so if we have this function and we want to find f of 2, this does not mean f times 2. It means that we're going to take this 2 and replace all of our x's. So we would have 2 times 2 cubed minus 4 times 2. I'm taking this 2 and putting it in place of the x's. And then we're going to use order of operations. So we do parentheses and exponent. So we would have 2 times 2 cubed, which is 8. And we do multiplication and division. 2 times 8 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8. And then we do add, subtract. So the answer is 8. And what this tells us is that if we were to put this in our calculator, and we would get this kind of crazy looking graph, okay, whatever it might look like something like that, that there is a point on this graph at 2, 8. Go up a little further. So at 2, 8 would be a point. All right, they can also ask us to evaluate for an expression. So now we're going to replace all the x's with 2a. So it would look like 2 times 2a cubed minus 4 times 2a. Again, we use order of operations. So 2 times 2a cubed. So this kind of gets distributed in there. So 2 cubed is 8, a cubed minus 8a. And then that would be our answer. Right? They can also ask you to do computations and evaluation at the same time. There's 2 different ways that you can do this. The first way is you can take these 2 functions and add like terms and then substitute negative 2n. Or you can put negative 2 everywhere you see an x, and then when you get your 2 answers, you can add them together. I'm going to do the second method. So I'm going to put negative 2 in here for all the x's that I see. Negative 2 squared is 4. So we get negative 12 plus negative 1, so we get negative 13. And then I'm going to come over here and put negative 2 in. So we get 4 minus 8 minus 3, negative 7. So we're going to get negative. We can also do any other kind. We can just simply do multiplication, and we're putting in a plus 5. So we would have to put a plus 5 everywhere we see an x. So I'm going to put it into f first. So 3 times a plus 5 squared plus 2 times a plus 5 plus 3. This is my f. I'm going to go ahead and work this out. So we have negative 3. I'm going to FOIL this out. I'll go ahead and rewrite it. Distribute through. So this would be a squared. You can do the box. Then we would have 5a plus 5a, that would be 10a. 5 times 5 is 25. Now, if you were in the starred group last week, hopefully you found that pattern where you square the first term, and then multiply these together and double it to get your 10, and then you do 5 squared for your last term. And then I can combine these together. All right, then we're going to multiply the negative 3. Combine like terms if possible. So negative 75 and 13. Negative 62. And then we're going to take that and we're going to multiply it times g. A squared. We got a 10a and a 4a. And then we have like terms here. So that'll be 17 and 25. 42. So what we're going to have to do is take this times that. Alright, so I'm going to use the box method because I have a lot here that I need to multiply together. So you can see how quickly these can get a little bit more complicated, huh? We have 3 rows here. A squared plus 14a plus 42. And we divide our box up wherever we see a plus division. So we would have negative 3a fourth. Multiply it out. I'll give you a moment to do that. Go ahead and pause. Alright, I did all my math correctly here. And we want to combine like terms if possible. So here's a like term. So I have a negative 3a to the 4th and minus, well, that should be a 28, shouldn't it? 28 and 42 minus 70a cubed. And here's some more like terms here and here. Minus 454a squared. And we have, this should have an a in there. And then we have this one as well, right? A squared in this one. So let me go back and got 3 like terms for that guy. And a squared, this a squared, and this a squared. So we have a negative 580a squared. And then we have our a's. So 868 and 1176. Big O number. We have negative 2044a. And then we have this, our singleton here. Minus 2604. So that would be our full answer. That one's probably a little bit more difficult than what you're going to have to do, but nonetheless, there you go. Okay, so you have an exits of today and evaluating functions. If you didn't finish evaluating functions, that becomes your homework. And just FYI, there's answers on the back. So check your answers, even though you should have work associated.